And lastly, the last region, the Midwest region. Number 1 seed Purdue against either 16 seed Montana State or Grambling. Grambling's this is their first NCAA tournament appearance.
If Purdue loses this one, you might just want to stop watching forever.
I told my wife I might. And she said, no, you won't. I said, you're right, I won't. But, like, I don't want to say I won't care, but, like, I'm just not going to, like, ever get my hopes up again. I don't even know. I don't even want to think about it, Josh. I want to enjoy my time till 7:25 on Friday.
You're lucky you play Friday and not at 2:10 on Thursday.
That happened to me last year. So
give me Purdue large.
Yeah, I think Purdue's got to come out hungry and motivated. As fans, Purdue fans, we've heard it a lot the past year. How many times have the coaches and the players heard it last year? So and it's got to be in Indianapolis. Purdue's got to have the place full. I think Purdue wins pretty handily in that first round matchup. 8-9 here, Utah State versus TCU.
Give me Utah State. I've always liked Utah State's program.
I'm thinking TCU. Couldn't tell you much about either team. I know TCU's got some really good guards, but couldn't tell you much outside that. Gonzaga gets McNeese State.
Yeah, McNeese State, popular upset pick. 30-3, they score 80 points a game and only give up 61 a game. Will Wade, man, he can coach. I know he's scummy, but he took off. It's his first year there. They were 11-23 last year, and they are 30-3 this year. Give me McNeese State. This is Mark Few's worst team he's had there in probably a decade at Gonzaga. I was surprised to see them as a 5, honestly. I thought they'd be more in that 7-8 range. But give me McNeese State.
I'm taking McNeese State as well. But this wouldn't shock me for Gonzaga to win just because everybody's kind of writing them off there. Pluggo on Facebook, go whoever plays Purdue. Yes, Pluggo's what I like to call reversible. Notre Dame football, IU basketball fans. So
the worst.
But that's all right. That's all right. He is a Cub fan, though, Josh. So he's got that going for him.
I don't know if that helps him out. I don't know if that helps his case
out. 4 seed Kansas, 13 seed Samford.
Give me Kansas. This is also a popular pick with the status up in the air with Dickinson and McCullough there. I think Kansas gets it done.
I'm taking Kansas as well. South Carolina, 6 seed against 11 seed Oregon.
Again, Oregon had to win a bunch of games just to win their conference tournament. Give me South Carolina.
I'm taking Carolina as well. You know the Big Ten's loving what Oregon's doing right now, though.
Oh, for sure. They're going to claim them, too, if they make a run.
Yep. 3 seed Creighton against the 14th seed Fighting John Gross of Akron.
John Gross's Akron team, good for him. He's a good basketball coach. And it's interesting that he hasn't gotten another high major look anyway. Because he is a pretty good basketball coach. He had some weird circumstances at Illinois. His last team was supposed to be really good. And then he had to kick Kendrick Nunn off. That's a for sure tourney team if Nunn's there. And then, of course, I'd mentioned the 2015 team with Abrams blowing out his knee early in practice and fall practice and Ray Rice breaking his wrist. But anyway, I think Illinois got a better coach now. So I'm okay with it. Give me Creighton.
I'm taking Creighton as well, and Pluggo's correct me. He says, correction, Notre Dame through and through, but I grew up on IU hoops, so they forever have a soft spot in my heart. Okay.
Fair.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. If he likes Notre Dame basketball too, I'll get off his case there. So
I'll allow it.
I like Michael Shrewsbury. So 7 seed Texas against 10 seed Virginia or Colorado State.
I hope Colorado State destroys Virginia and Virginia scores like 26 points. This Virginia team is garbage and they got in. So give me Texas.
I'm taking the Longhorns as well. Then 2 seed Tennessee against 15 seed St. Peter's.
Give me Tennessee.
I'm taking the Vols as well. So you have Purdue against Utah State. I have Purdue against TCU.
Give me Purdue.
I'm taking the Boilermakers as well to get to the Sweet 16. We both have McNeese State against Kansas.
Give me Kansas.
I'm taking the Jayhawks as well. We both have South Carolina against Creighton.
Give me Creighton.
I'm taking the Blue Jays as well. We both have Texas against Tennessee.
Give me Tennessee.
I'm taking the Longhorns. I don't know. I think Tennessee's better. But Rick Barnes, Matt Painter gets a lot of flack for March. Rick Barnes, he took Texas to the Final Four in 2003, but since then, hadn't done a whole lot. So Tennessee's never made the Final Four. So Purdue, Kansas, Sweet 16 matchup in Detroit.
It'll be interesting to see if McCullough and Dickinson are good, like 100% for this one. They got a week and a half rest. Should Kansas make it that far?
Mm-hmm.
Give me Purdue. I don't think it matters.
I'll take Purdue as well. I haven't had fun watching Purdue Kansas matchups in the NCAA tournament in the past, so maybe Purdue's due there. But yeah, Purdue's got to if they're going to make a Final Four for the first time since 1980, they have to exercise the demons of Detroit. By that I mean Isaac Haas breaking his elbow. Then one of their better teams ever in 1988, the Three Amigos, Mitch Richmond lit them up from Kansas State, a team they beat Kansas State by like 30 points earlier in the season. So they got to exercise some demons there. I'm taking Purdue to get to the Elite Eight as well. And I got Creighton against Texas. You have Creighton against Tennessee.
Give me Tennessee. Purdue and Tennessee can't quit each other.
I hate it. I hate it. Give me the Blue Jays. Give me Creighton. And then Purdue, Tennessee for you. Purdue, Creighton for me.
Sorry, T-Dog. I'm taking Tennessee.
That's all right. Even though you just blew your bold prediction, said a Big Ten team would win the national title. You couldn't do it.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I feel Tennessee. Both teams are so due.
Yeah, they are. That's why I don't think they meet up in the Elite Eight.
Yeah, Purdue's had Tennessee's number, and I feel like Tennessee switches a little bit. So I'm sorry, they're 10, man.
And they played once already this year. I'm so sick of playing them. But and of course, I'm surprised going Purdue over Creighton here to get into the Final Four. So